Hi guys, it's Nancy here and I am back with the last of my Hey Little Magpie layouts for this month. I am going to one of my favourite designs. If you've watched my videos you've seen this numerous times, but as a prolific photo taker I do love including more than one picture on a layout, and these are some scenes of the Grand Canyon. I think I have about 100 plus pictures of the Grand Canyon. Of course we went, and then my boyfriend actually went up in a helicopter and got pictures as well. So yeah, there's a lot of pictures, and I love them all because it is amazing. And as I've put, I found that bit that's in the collection, which is the Pink Fresh Studio. I said Pink Paisley, Pink Fresh Studio, which are better than I imagined. And I'd seen pictures of the Grand Canyon, and you're like, oh yeah, canyony, yeah, grandma. And I got there and I was like, because you kind of drive up to it and then you walk and then you're like, whoa, there's a canyon. So yeah, that is what I'm documenting here. So I just thought that text piece went perfect. So if you've watched my two previous videos, you know that I was focusing on the different colours in this collection. So I've done one layout which was all the oranges and the yellows. I've done another layout which was all the blues and the teals. And this one, I'm going to try and mix a bit of everything together. So the blues, the teals, the oranges, the peaches, and the greens. This is a very greeny green. It offends me slightly, and the green doesn't really go with the photos either, but I kind of made it work. I kind of like it. It's just a very odd colour combination in this collection. I know a couple of people said it's really not their cup of tea. It's not completely my cup of tea either, but I liked certain elements of it, so I've really enjoyed challenging myself to play with it. I think it probably will go back on the shelf in my stash room for a while, and then I'll probably revisit it because, yeah, I'm a bit over it right now, but I'm sure the love will come back. So I have picked out that green element there, which is a camera, and I'm actually going to just cut that camera out to kind of minimise the greenness. So I'm going through the die cuts, and I'm just basically used a mixture of the die cut pack and the cut apart sheets. My background is it's basically 6 by 12 pieces, because on that background paper with the dots it went from sort of the yellows and then it had the greens and the blues, and having the greens and blues behind my photo just didn't work. So I covered that over with a piece of another piece of paper from the collection, and then I've just brought in the blues and greens. However I played it just didn't sit right, so I was like, yeah, let's just cover it up. So I have got the little green camera that I have chopped out. I've got the piece that says Adventure, Go See the World. So these are all great that are going to work in my travel collection. And as you'll know if you've seen any of my other videos, I'm working on my second American album, and this one is looking at being much meatier than the first one, which took me 2.5 years to complete. So, well, we know I went there in 2015, so you know I'm working away. And to be fair, I'm not stressing about it because I love it. Every time I flip through my photos, I'm like, oh yeah, and I get those memories back and stuff. So I'm really enjoying it. So I'm just putting my photos down there. Now I've kind of got my rough placement planned. And as I said, this is a beloved style of mine. Yeah, I just like it. It's just not offensive and it's easy. It's kind of one of my go-tos. So I'm now just going to build up these clusters. And said I'm using some of that blue there, which is from the cut apart sheet. And as always, I can't remember I had them stocked down originally, so, you know, these clusters end different to how they looked a moment ago. But as I said, I'm super happy how I, managed to include all the colours, even though they're not my favourite. And the doorbell is going, which I'm not going to answer. So what I'm just doing is just layering all of these up. I did add a tiny little bit of my grey mist in the background, because these colours are very primary. You know, when you've got the red, blue, yellow and green, I found if I put like too much mixed media, I didn't really like how it looked. I'm going to stick that bird on there. No other reason than I like the bird. I've been doing that recently, just sticking random birds on layouts. I've done it with my Heidi Swap layouts from last month's blog post. And I really liked how they looked. So I have just slotted those down, and I'm going to stick a few little stars around as well. Like I said, it's quite a simple cluster. I do feel that there's a little bit, I don't know, it's a little bit lost on the background, but I kind of worked with it. So I'm just sticking that down. I also cut that little heart out of a piece as well, so I'm just going to pop that down there. Just again to bring a little bit of that pink up and help balance out that title. So now I'm just kind of seeing, can I add anything else? And I pull in that little, trying to find something to go there at the bottom to bring in another piece of blue. So you're going to see me pulling in various little bits and pieces, and there is that round piece. There's no other round elements on the layout, but I just think it brings in a triangle of the blue elements. So I'm just going to pop that in the bottom there, and yeah, it just kind of goes. But yeah, so I'm super happy how this layout turned out. As I said, I'm going to just pull out my stamp set to add some stamps on there. I stamped the date, and I also use an Amy Tangerine stamp just to put this was awesome on there as well. And I'm just going to put a tiny little bit of journaling there because there is going to be so many of these pages of the Grand Canyon. So I think I've done 3 so far. 3 of probably 33. So yeah, super happy with how this came out. I've enjoyed, like I said, I've enjoyed playing with this collection, but I think it's going to go back on my shelf for a while, and then I'll revisit it, you know, in a few months' time / years. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, for watching these videos that go on my blog post. I will put the link down below to my blog post so you can check that out, and I will speak to you all again very, very soon, my lovelies.